Grease. What's up with it, y'all? Yeah, we back again with another one. Before we start this one, right, I'm going to play something. I'm going to play this clip right here. Just to, because the last video I did, I was comparing, things Trump doing to history, and a couple people they didn't quite get it. They didn't quite understand it. So yeah, I got this clip right here that I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. And I guess like I'll be talking about patterns and the patterns of life and how it go, and the patterns don't change. A lot of stuff don't change. It stays the same because it's always just going in a way to where it's constantly reflecting itself. It's constantly like doing one thing that it did before again, over and over again. And this is just what it does. It's like this is what it does. So I'm gonna play this clip and then we gonna get into the video, because racism is not, people, whenever people, we as just blacks bring up racism, people try to go, hey, it ain't the same, it don't exist no more, it ain't this, it ain't that. Well, I'm gonna show you it still exists in 2026. You feel me? Let's see. The molecule machine still works. Yes it does. Yes it does. But let me play this video so I can show you what I'm talking about.
It's gotten so violent. But the world never got violent. There is no... People think the world's gone to hell, that it's gotten so violent. But the world never got violent. There is no got. The world has been violent since the beginning. Cain killed Abel. Cain killed Abel. The third person on the planet killed the fourth person on the planet. We weren't even able to make it to 3 people before somebody was a murderer. At one time, a third of the people on the planet were murderers, right? A third of the people in the hood aren't murderers. A third of the people who own guns aren't murderers. A third of the people in jail aren't even murderers, right? San Quentin, Alcatraz, Folsom Prison are safer than the book of Genesis. You thought Compton and Baghdad were tough? Try downtown Eden when the sun goes down. There was murder and violence at person 3. One couple had 2 boys who had the world to themselves, and one of them was claiming this town ain't big enough for the 2 of us, right? Cain killed 25% of the world's population. That's more than Stalin, Hitler, Idi Amin, Pol Pot, King Herod, Genghis Khan, Manifest Destiny, typhoid, cancer, AIDS, cooties, all combined. Cain killed a third of the people he knew. He knew 3 people. He killed one of them. If you knew Cain, you had a 66 2/3% chance of survival. There's no such thing as the good old days. There was like one good day. It was half a day. Adam and Eve were naked, alone, in an oasis. Lunchtime came. People got hungry. Apples were eaten. Boom, Detroit.
No, but this is what I'm saying, though, because people be making it seem like everything that's happening is like so new to reality, and it's like it's not new. Like come on now, bro. We see that like this stuff is not new. Things that's going on is not new. It's just reoccurring. It's just happening again and again and again, over and over. And that's the part that we don't see. So you can compare anything that's going on today, right now, to something that happened in history. Because where do we learn our stuff from? We learn it from history. Like yesterday created today, and so forth and so forth. So we thinking it's all bad today. It's been bad. And I hate when I hear people say that, well, it's worse than it was at this time. And it's like, no, it's not. It's still the same. It's still the same. People are violent. People are just violent as hell, bro. Like, that's just part of it. So now that we got that squared away, because I just had to show that for the ones that was saying, he's comparing what Trump doing to history. And it's like, man, come on now, bro. Like, I don't just be saying anything. That's what I don't do. If I'm going to talk or if I'm going to say something, my fact check is already going on in my head because I witnessed it. I watched history. I like history. A lot of people like history, and we watch these things over and over being done throughout time. We lived it, a lot of these things. So I'm just saying. But now I'm gonna show you that, because whenever we say like, as black people, whenever we say something about racism, like, people try to make it seem like it doesn't exist. Like, even today, in today's times, walking around, they try to belittle us, like racism don't still exist in 2026, like it's not happening. Well, that was way back in the days. It's not like that no more. Yeah, it still is. It's still people walking around with that ignorant bone in their body. And now, ignorant is taking a little less off of it, no, with that stupid bone in their body, but it is what it is. So now we're going to get into it and show that it's still going on. It's still existing right today. Wait, matter of fact, the first one I'm going to show, this lady right here. Look at this.
I'm not going to say I'm sorry to them because they kept pushing at it. So, and that's all I'd really like to say.
What about your use of the N-word?
I used that word because they forced me into it.
Do you see how that's incredibly offensive?
Yes, I do. That's why I said it.
Now, basically, that's what she's saying. I knew it was offensive. That's why I said that word. That's why I even let it come out my mouth. Like, I let it come out. I knew what it was going to do. I knew exactly what it was going to do. It's another one I wanted to show too. Okay. Now, because I don't want to really skip around, but I kind of do. But because only reason it made me think of this is because you said it right here. What's up with it, Pot? You said they was taught that. Okay, now watch. You was exactly right. Look at this.
Stop
dang,
yelling.
Man. Why go all the way up to that one? It won't.
Stop yelling.
Dang. We're gonna have to get to it another way. Cause it's going way up here for some reason. We're gonna just start. I'm gonna just start from the beginning.
Guys, I don't really.
Because from what you said, what it was this lady, she took her daughter to the park, and when she let her daughter go to the park, her daughter, I'm talking about like 2 years old, the little other kids that was like 3, 4, and 5 was looking at her, and then one of them, they were all white, so they was like standing back from her, and one of them said, she dang, man, she like a exotic animal or something. She said close to that. Like, you feel me? Like, like they never seen a black kid before, but then the kids was being racist. And it's like, dang, like, you train your kid to be like that. Like, you talk like that around your kid, and then you feed it to them, and then they come out into the world with that same energy that you have, which is kind of crazy, bro.
This, and I can't believe I'm even doing this. But I just left First Watch, as y'all can see, First Watch over here, in Hollywood, and I just can't believe it. I, for the first time, was racially profiled, or however you want to say it, and I can't believe it. Like, we're in 2026, we're in Miami, Florida, where, hello, like, it's black people everywhere. Like, I was so embarrassed.
Racism
I almost
in
cried.
In Florida?
And I literally left, and the lady was trying to like give me my food for free and everything. She was like, "Oh, I can move you, like, I could put you somewhere else." I couldn't even eat my food. I lost my appetite, Pop, because I've never experienced this before, or I haven't experienced this in such a long time, since I was a kid. Like, so if you guys don't know, I was raised in Naples, Florida, and if you know, in Naples, it's a bunch of rich old white people, and they have money, they're a little snobby. My mom worked as a nurse in the nursing homes, and they have dementia, they talk to you crazy, they'll call you the N-word, all type of craziness. And I grew up around that up until I came back to Miami when I was like in middle school. So I know about racism, but it's just like, living in Miami, you don't really experience that type of racism, like, if that makes sense. So when I originally got there, I didn't.
It's wild because I heard somebody in the chat too saying, like, sometimes we be trying to sugarcoat it, like Them what? Salamander eyes. Like on them cartoons, huh? But no, we like when it happens, we be trying to sugarcoat it instead of being outright forward, talking like and knowing that it's wrong. Like we'll sugarcoat it and try to downplay it, and it's like, nah, go on and say that shit. If it happened, man, say it.
No mind of the fact that it was a bunch of white people in there because, like I said, I'm not racist. So, and I come to the one in Hollywood all the time. Yes, there's white people here, but you know, like I'm not racist. Like what is that for me to be looking like? It's a bunch of white people in here. So what? You know, there was a few black people in there too. So, you know, and we're in Hollywood once again. Like, what's the big deal? So I sit down. I'm sitting by myself. I pull out my laptop. My laptop is dead. I was trying to, you know, get into my content and like get some things done. So I get on the phone with my sister and I literally get off the phone because a client called me. So I get back on the phone, and by then, originally, let's start off with the fact that when I came in, the black people that were in the front were the greeters, and they were the ones to sit me down. They sat me down, gave me my food, or whatever the case may be, and not gave me my food. They took my order. They took my order. So now, I'm sorry guys, I'm so shooken up. So now, they take my order, bring out my food. My waffle was too crunchy. If you know, at Waffle House, you have to tell them like not to like bake it too hard or it's gonna be crunchy. So when they
The Belgium
brought out my waffle, it was a little crunchy, and I asked the guy, can he bring me out another one? So now the white guy with the blue eyes, he comes out. Mind you, he's very handsome. Like I was so shocked because I was looking at him. I was like, oh, he's such a handsome man. Do y'all know this man gonna tell me, hey, excuse, mind you, I got off the phone, y'all. My food just got in. I prompt my phone up, and my sister and I were on a FaceTime call. I prompt my phone up because my food is here. And literally as my sister just answered the FaceTime, he comes and he hands me the waffle and he says, hey, could you put that down? We've been getting a lot of complaints.
Yeah, you can disagree. You know, I always said, bro, I didn't make this world. I'm just showing what's going on. You feel me? Like it's kind of weird. Cause a lot of people won't like it. They won't like it based on facts because, you know, you don't got to deal with it. So when it's being talked about, yeah, it's going to be the elephant in the room. Like you see a pink elephant, you ain't telling people you seen a pink elephant. You trying to keep it to yourself so you don't sound crazy. So it like be crazy when, you know, this is happening, but it has to happen to you for you to really understand it. And then if it's happening, why ain't it being talked about? Why don't nobody want to talk about it? Why when it's talked about, why do everybody, like a lot of people go, well, it's kind of, you know, I don't agree with you, but how you gonna not agree with me with what's going on, with what's happening to people, to us? Like, I would get that. I would get that, bro. I would get that. But like, I would get that. I've been on 51 years.
Sir, what? Sir, how you getting complaints when I just got here?
Yeah. And I don't think it's not influencing people. That's not what it's doing. It's showing what the hell is going on. Like, this is what happens. Like, it happens every day. Like, you know how long? Look, think about this, right? See, because you just getting to my channel. You know how long I've been talking about nothing but good stuff? Like, for 7 years on YouTube, I talked about nothing but peace and you know, and wanting good things for everybody. Like for 7 years, that's what I talked about, period, point blank. Like anybody that's been on my channel will tell you that's the only thing I ever talked about. People came in here being racist on my lives for the whole 7 years. I never addressed it. I never said anything. I said when I was talking about peace and I was talking about, you know, the kumbaya, you wasn't here. You wasn't here for that. So you wouldn't understand why I'm opening my topics up, because I focused on peace. But why I'm going to walk around screaming peace when everybody is not showing that they want peace for me or peace for people that look like me. Think about that.
What are you talking about? I said, excuse me? Complaints? I was like, what do you mean? Because I was confused because I'm literally on my phone. I'm on an iPhone. The music is playing. It's loud in there. You know, it's loud.
I said my end results in the beginning.
I have AirPods. I could have put on my AirPods, but I looked to the right of me. It's an old white lady turned away, and I knew it was her. I knew it was her. There was a family. I think they were Chinese. They were Chinese. I'm not sure. Asian. Whatever. So they go ahead. I'm looking at them, but they barely was paying attention to me, and they had 2 kids. But as I'm looking around, I'm like, dang, it's a bunch of white people in here. Like, I look, and I see a black dude next to me, but other than that, it was just a bunch of white people. And I was like, I felt so out of place. I know I be seeing people talk about these things, and they're literally crying. I can't believe, like, I experienced this today. I almost cried because she was like, oh, I can move. Like, because I was like, can I speak to a manager? Can I speak to someone? Like, I don't want to eat here anymore. Like, I don't want to eat here. And she was like, oh, can I pay for your food? Like, if y'all think I'm lying, hold on. Let me get. This is my food. This is my brand new waffle. The bacon and the eggs are in here. And I had posted on Instagram. I'll insert it. This is my drink. This is from the original cup that I was drinking from, and the guy was like, do you want a to-go cup? And I poured it. That's how much I drunk from sitting at the table. Literally, the same cup. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So
yeah, I got a blessed life,
I
bro.
barely was here. Like, I just got here.
I already did.
So then I speak to the manager, and she so happens to be white. And she was just so sorry. She's like, oh my gosh, I really wish I could give you a hug. Like she was very helpful. Although she was white, I could tell she wasn't racist. So now she goes and finds the guy that brought out the waffle, and as they're, you know, doing whatever they're doing, and like she went to go check him or however, he comes back out and he apologizes to me, and he said he overreacted, or he says something like he handled it wrong. What do you mean you handled it wrong?
That's what they try to do. Yeah, because they gotta make it seem like it's somewhat your fault, you know, like at times. And you know what? It's wild, right? Because making these videos, you get both sides of everybody. You get people that agree, you get people that disagree. And like, I understand the agree and I understand the disagreement, but I'm just shedding light on something that's happening, okay? Don't get mad at me, all right? Don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger saying, hey, dang, this stuff's still happening? Like, you know, it happened to me. So I'm going, it's still happening? Like, because somebody was going, okay, well, what's your end goal? My end goal? What you mean, what's my end goal? I'm 51 myself. I've been dealing with it for forever. My end goal is to show what's going on. This is just what's going on. Like, I didn't do it. Don't get mad at me. I didn't do it. I'm shedding light on it. I'm like going, dang, I'm just surprised it still happens. I'm surprised we still got to deal with it. And even if we was to do something, it's still not going to change people. People going to be people. Like, that's the one thing that I always notice. Despite what you do or what you say, people gonna be people, because that's all we you know, we carry a lot of hate, bro. A lot of us carry so much hate within us that we don't even see it when we look in the mirror.
So you mean to tell me that you sat there and lied? And if I didn't say anything, if I didn't stand up for myself as the black queen that I am, you would have just like I just, you know why I'm so angry? Because I know how to cuss people out. I know how to use my words. I know how to use my enforcement. Like, you know, I just felt so vulnerable and so weak just now. Like, I couldn't believe it. I felt outnumbered. I feel like how people be feeling when, like, they go through racist stuff, and it just brought me back to my childhood, where like
I wouldn't even eat. I wouldn't be able to eat their food, because you're not gonna keep running it back and forth, coming back with something else. No, like, if I go somewhere to eat, and like, say if I want my burger well done, and I get my burger and it's not well done, I cut it open and it's pink in the middle, I'm not eating at this restaurant. I'm done. Cause I'm not doing the back and forth. I'm like, hey, you're not gonna recook it? No, I'm cool. Cause I don't know what you might do. I do
I
not
did
trust
endure a lot
it.
of racism. Like being in Naples, Florida is very racist. Like when Trayvon Martin passed away and people were so confused about what, like, you know, because he's from over here and up in, I think it was Sarasota or wherever it was up there with George Zimmerman. I'm like, yeah, like when y'all leave Miami or y'all leave these areas, it gets real serious. You think that, oh, I'll beat them up or I'll do this, that, and the third. No, baby, you will end up on a tree somewhere. Like, I know this to be true because growing up, I knew and I experienced the racism. And I feel like this experience really, like,
Hey, the crazy thing, though, is, right, because, you know, like, having to explain it to your kids. Like, when your kid, like, we even raised our kids different. So when we raising our kids, like me as a you know, a black man in America raising my kids, I have to teach my kids these things as they grow up. I have to teach. Hey, it's gonna be some racist people out there. Like anywhere you go, it don't matter. You feel me? You gonna see them. This is, you know, just be cool. You know, when they get grown though, it's different, because when they get grown, like when they were younger, you know, they would kind of just walk away, come tell me what's going on or whatever. Now, you know, these kids nowadays be ready to fight. They ain't having it. You ain't gonna just be racist towards them and think it's gonna be cool and you gonna walk away.
I don't blame First Watch once again because they don't have control over who's racist and who's not racist. But I do want to say, this was a very disgusting moment for me, and I come here all the time, and I don't even feel like ever coming back. Like, they gave me a $20 gift card, and she paid for my food, but I don't even feel like eating the food. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just disgusted. I'm
gonna tell you, right? And I think we talk about these things because we just got generational trauma. Like, we got generational trauma. Like we'll walk around and acting like these things don't happen. And then, you know, when it happens to one of us, then we go off and we get real mad. Like it ain't supposed to happen to us, but it's happening. And it's like, you know, but that we walk around with that trauma all the time, not even knowing that it even exists within us. That generational trauma of our people going through this thing for so long that it's still there.
I have no true words. And I told her, like, I just want to go in the car and cry. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to record this and I'm going to.
And like I said, you're going to the car to cry because that generational trauma has been happening for so long to just our people. Oh, thanks for the donation. To our people, that you get, like, it make you kind of just, it mess up your whole insides, bro. It'll make you, like, it'll bring you to tears. Not tears like I'm sad. So don't get it twisted. It'd be tears of anger.
Give my true feelings about this. Because when I tell my story, I want it, like, to show how I really feel. And I'm very flustered because I just feel like, dang, like, who else is out here just, like, being socially profiled? Like, the man told me I was loud. I'm loud now in the car, but I wasn't loud. Like, why would you lie on me?
You loud
I don't know. Maybe
still
I need to see a therapist or whatever, but I just, yeah. First Watch, Hollywood, y'all need to reassess and reevaluate y'all employees because this is not okay. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I'm just laying it out. But yeah, guys, that was it.
Whatever.
You're gonna show me that you got nothing in your pocket.
I'm not showing you shit because I don't have anything.
Then you're gonna get detained.
I literally got off from work from Amazon.
And that's just how it works.
You're accusing me.
Listen, I'm not accusing you. They're accusing you, and I have a job to do.
Who's they?
My management, my superiors.
Bring him down here then. Show me the footage that you guys have of me stealing.
Here's what you need to do.
I literally came here for my prescription.
Here are your choices.
Here are your choices. Here are your choices.
Here are your choices. You need to show me that there's nothing in your pockets because it's saying that there's
I'm
stuff
not
in your
showing
pockets.
you
Stop
nothing.
walking away. Stop walking away.
Or what?
You're gonna get detained. And you're gonna go to the ground.
And you're gonna get sued.
I got a job to do. Listen.
I also have a job to do.
Listen.
I wouldn't even.
Which includes leaving
I need my items back. Listen, I need my items back.
Like in situations like this, like I'm gonna tell you, like back in the days, I used to be like this, right? Like well, I was on parole, so I used to have to, you know, do everything they would ask me to do, knowing I ain't did nothing. But okay, I will show my pockets. I will show everything. But this is the security. This is him showing his authority over her. It's like, no, you have to do this. And it's like, now though, nowadays, nah, bro. I'm gonna keep walking. Okay, if you're gonna arrest me, then you just gonna arrest me. I ain't calling 911. I do not call the police. But I'm gonna just walk out, and if you arrest me, you arrest me. And then when you arrest me, you're gonna be letting me go, and then you're gonna basically have a lawsuit. But I wouldn't even do the back and forth with him. I'm not, okay, I told you I didn't do nothing. If it's on the camera, then when I'm on my way out, arrest me.
Know what the hell you're talking
Then show
about?
me what's in your pockets.
My wallet?
No, I don't
And
care about your
even
wallet.
then,
They just
I don't
care
have
about
to
the
show
items
you.
that you took and that you put into
What
your
items?
pockets.
What
The
items?
items that they're saying that you took.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I
Okay.
literally
Well, I'm here
standed
to
in
just
line
clarify.
for like
You're
30
saying you didn't.
minutes.
You're saying you didn't. So let me give you the benefit of the doubt. So clarify, right? I'm just gonna look. You go ahead and you open it up yourself.
I'm not clarifying anything for you.
Yeah, you have to.
No, I don't.
That's how it works.
Whatever.
Hey, see, back in the days when he said that right there, I would have showed him, look, bro, I ain't even got nothing. What are you talking about? I wouldn't do that now though, because I know, you know, I got rights. I got my rights back. Let's see. What? Oh, dang. Oh, so as a black person, as long as you're not saying it towards a black person, I'm fine with the word. Oh, she just said the N word. Suddenly, she knows the words. She struggles. She shrugged it off. Wow.
Is that a black man in the parking lot of an Aldi's? Hey, remember that guy who decided to yell those things at a black man in the parking lot of an Aldi's? All because that guy was like, hey, you hit my car, we need to exchange insurance information. That was his response. There's been something of an update. Because the man in that video, 65-year-old Richard Stasiak, appeared in court the other day. He's being charged with aggravated harassment in the second degree and...
I'm going, like, do it even make us... Do you get mad, like, when people try to even do that, though? Like, when they try to throw the N-word at you? Like, do it make you angry? Because, like, it don't even make me angry no more. I don't get angry. I just, just how you, like, for reals?
disorderly conduct. And he's real lucky that there isn't a hate crime enhancement there. Because he met the standards, when you say
thanks, Velvet.
you want to kill people just for their race. Now, here's the thing. I've known that his name was Richard Stasiak for a while now. Like, shortly after posting that video, I knew that information. But I also knew that the victim had that name and that police had that name and they were investigating. So there was no reason for me to make a video because my video would have been like, hey, to you involved, this is who it is. The people who needed to know knew, so I decided to sit back and wait and see what the investigation came up with, and here we are. Although there was someone out there who felt they knew better than I what I wanted to do with the information.
And we've got all the virtue signalers and the Amish guy with the beard who does his videos, and he's like, let's find this guy. We're going to find him. Here's his license plate number. Let's beat him up. Let's murder him. Let's go to his house.
I do find the Amish guy part kind of funny, but that is from a conservative radio show out of Buffalo. The host of that show is a Medal of Honor recipient, and
That's
that is
crazy.
the only reason that I am going to attempt to tailor some of my response with a certain measure of respect. Because the statements made there that I want him beaten and murdered is shit that I don't take lightly. I don't post people's addresses or phone numbers. I don't condone people making threats or doing bodily harm.
Hey, no, because, no, when somebody said in the chat, they said no because I cussed them out in French, Spanish, and what? Bambara? What is that? I cuss them out in 3 different languages, huh? But no, I think we be making it known or doing this because, everybody starts seeing it themselves, and then, people like this start kind of calling people out on they racism, when they own people start actually doing it.
Go into his room. He's on record, Anthony, so. He's showing his paper. His paper's in his hand.
Okay, where the police?
We live here.
No,
Where the police? No trespassing. No, other way. We go the other way. No trespassing. Where the police? Where the police? I'm going to where the police? No, you're not leaving here. He going to his.
You gonna try to stop him from leaving? Like, what the man with these people is something else, bro. Like,
why are we boldly and proudly supporting racism in 2026? Can anyone give me an answer for why it's okay? Because what I've been seeing on TikTok the last couple days has positively disgusted me. So if you're someone that is in support of the subway queen, dubbed so for yelling racial slurs to a group of women, yeah, you're a racist. You support a racist, and you are a racist. Nothing you can say will rationalize her actions to me. It's disgusting. I've watched several videos on this. I've kind of looked into it a little bit. My understanding of the situation was she was basically threatening to call ICE on a Hispanic gentleman on the subway already. And so these women started, talking crap to her and saying things they probably shouldn't have said, but in defense of this man. They were acting crazy, cursing, whatever. Yeah. Okay. And so she gets off the subway and yells something like that. And you think it's okay. And you support it. Y'all talking about subway queen? And the comments literally brought me to tears. Chimping out. The world is healing? What is wrong with you guys? You need Jesus. You need Jesus. I don't understand. This is just another thing that has happened now to increase division, like I'm always talking about. But what I truly don't understand, and my husband's like, you really don't get it? And I'm like, no, I
Yeah, cause I used to always think that, right? I used to think, okay, well, maybe it is somebody in control that's trying to keep us all divided. And then I feel stupid saying that to myself because I'm going, wait, then how come I'm smart enough to recognize that, and not be racist towards people? And then, okay, this person is smart enough to recognize and not be racist. Wait, hold on, bro. Look, so if you being racist, it's because you just racist. That's just you. It don't have nothing to do with nobody else in control, because we all, as people, know right from wrong, like, period. And if you don't know right from wrong, especially like you get after 21, 20, like if you don't know right from wrong, like, okay, what is we doing now? Like, even older people, you see older people doing this. So it ain't nobody up there it is somebody up there. Yeah, that somebody is up there in the racist head of the person that's just being racist. It ain't nobody else that's running the whole thing and trying to divide everybody. Because every person walking this planet knows right from wrong. And you know right from wrong because you know how you like to be treated. You know how you like to be treated, so it's like, why not just treat people the way you like to be treated instead of, doing this thing that you do? But maybe you don't treat yourself good. Is that what it is? I don't know.
As a person that doesn't have a hateful
crazy
bone in my body, despite what I believe in, agree with, whatever, I don't understand. How can you hate someone that you don't even know based on the color of their skin? Based on a stereotype? Based on
easy. That's just easy. That's what they do. Like the first video I showed, bro. I'm gonna show this one more time since there's more people here. Listen to what this dude say. And it just shows you, like, it's been like this, which is crazy. Like, we ain't learned yet. We like, bro, we and we think we the smartest things on the planet.
People think the world's gone to hell, that it's gotten so violent. But the world never got violent. There is no got. The world has been violent since the beginning. Cain killed Abel, man. Cain killed Abel. The third person on the planet killed the fourth person on the planet. We weren't even able to make it to 3 people before somebody was a murderer. At one time, a third of the people on the planet were murderers, right? A third of the people in the hood aren't murderers. A third of the people who own guns aren't murderers. A third of the people in jail aren't even murderers, right? San Quentin, Alcatraz, Folsom Prison are safer than the book of Genesis. You thought Compton and Baghdad were tough? Try downtown Eden when the sun goes down. There was murder and violence at person 3. One couple had 2 boys who had the world to themselves, and one of them was claiming this town ain't big enough for the 2 of us, right? Cain killed 25% of the world's population. That's more than Stalin, Hitler, Idi Amin, Pol Pot, King Herod, Genghis Khan, Manifest Destiny, typhoid, cancer, AIDS, cooties, all combined. Cain killed a third of the people he knew. He knew 3 people. He killed one of them. If you knew Cain, you had a 66 2/3% chance of survival. There's no such thing as the good old days. There was like one good day. It was half a day. Adam and Eve were naked, alone, in an oasis. Lunchtime came. People got hungry. Apples were eaten. Boom, Detroit.
Exactly. So it's like, it's been like this. It's been like this. But you can change yourself.
Nothing. Y'all need to do better. I am in prayer for anyone that supports this woman. I am in prayer for the young women that, you know, were trying to do what they probably felt was the right thing, but definitely took a rough approach with it. I'm in prayer for them.
Look, hey, that's a good question. That's a good question right there. Obviously gifted. Who did Adam's sons take as wives if nobody was here when they arrived? But they said that he went to the land of whatever land that Cain went to, and they said he did take a wife with him. But they get that story all over the place. They try to say that he took a sister. And like, I'm going, I don't know, bro. And what land did he go to where it was like people at? Because he went to a land where it was people at. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Prayer for this woman that thinks she's some kind of hero, but seriously needs to take a look in the mirror.
Nah, but that's what they be. You like, they be heroes. Like the one lady on the playground that was being racist towards them kids or something like that. And then when she left, and she, you know, it all came out, and she made a GoFundMe and they funded her. They sent her hella money for being racist. So like, you know, they out there and they support they people. That's what they do.
I wanted to be an individual of a superior race.
Nobody thought there was any other race running. There's only a human race running. So to say the superior race means that you knew exactly what you were saying, so don't try and cover it up right now. Everybody here knows what you meant. You know what you meant. That's why you tried to hurry up and change it. So please don't try and play us as stupid right now. We are trying to build a community and heal from this. Okay?
I'd like to say, Mr. Ronnie Law, I do appreciate when you all.
No, Belly, that's funny that you said that. He said, life is the same as driving on the highway, with vehicles of all kinds and people driving them of all creeds. Yeah. Hey, so true. So look, there's a lot of idiot drivers. So it's like, it's crazy because when you a good driver, when you driving, you don't pay attention to your driving. Like me, I don't have to pay attention to my driving. I got to watch everybody else on the road. Like my driving is excellent. You know, I got to watch other people on the road because they driving. It always be the other drivers almost running into you, cutting you off, and all the other things. And I got to the point to where, you know, like you can kind of tell when somebody is ready to even get over. You know, I just slow down for people. I don't even try to speed up no more. I slow down and let people get in. You know, it takes time. You know, it takes a lot of patience, but just let them get in because they ain't getting nowhere no faster. But they you know, you got to watch out for the other drivers because some people can't drive. They be in a hurry, speeding. They be just reckless.
Appointed me to the board, that meant a lot. But for me, since I've been sitting with Mayor Black, you have a way of saying things wrong. You question.
Dang, and his name is Mayor Black, though, huh? The fallen angels took
Me
wives.
about how many people I had, family members in prison. You asked me why there were not more white people on the NBA basketball team opposed to black people. Why do I go into businesses and it's always black people now? Do you remember that conversation in front of Jonathan Blanton, our former town manager? Yes, we had that conversation. Yes, you do. You do. So with that being said, let's get this night over because when it's all said and done, thank you for your 8 years, but goodbye.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there. All them weird racist comments he be making, get him out of there, all right? Peace. See you later. She said it's been a good 8 years, but, you know, hey, you got to go.
2026, don't be fooled, man. Racism exists. Let me tell you a little story. Happened about 5 minutes ago. I decided to surprise my daughter with a bicycle ride on her own bike after school. She just learned how to ride a bicycle, so, you know, I wanted to surprise her. Let her ride her bike back home. Walking down the block with her bicycle, a woman, Caucasian American woman, pulls up to me in her car, rolls her window down, pulls her phone out, starts recording me. She stops me in the crosswalk and asks me, "Hey, is that your bike?" I said, "Excuse me? Is that a serious question?" She says, "Yes." "That's okay, let me ask you a question. Is that your car?" And she smirked. She said, "I'm serious. I didn't even know if that's your bicycle." I said, "Let me ask you a question. If I was not a black man, would you ask me that same damn question?" She looked at me, she put her phone down. I told her, "Have a nice day." Systemic racism is not a joke. It's real. That's what this country is built on. And unfortunately, some of us have to still deal with the nonsense. Have a good day.
Can't talk about it, though. Talk about it, you get so, you know, you get kind of dumped on. But you hear, she said, "Hey, is that your bike?" He said, "Is that your car?" Because no, it's not my bike. It's my daughter's bike, actually. But it's not mine. But it's none of your business. It's like, wait, hold on. You gonna stop somebody at the crosswalk coming from they kids' school? Like, y'all be getting out of hand with it.
I walked in the house last night and my girl was with a black and a mandinga. Son of a gun had a baby leg down there. She had it deep to the ball, veins in it. It's not funny, boy.
I just want to tell y'all what just happened to me. I was just at the UPS store and I witnessed an accident where the lady got the front of her car hit and the guy left. And a girl beside me jumped out. She was like, "I know you just saw this." And I was like, "Yeah." And she said, "Well, I'm going to call 911 and report it." And I was like, "Okay, well, if you're going to call 911 and report it, then I'm going to go about my business, continue to do what I came here to do."
She got lip injections on.
So she was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." So I got my package. I go inside. About a few minutes passed by while I was waiting in line for her to come to me and say, "Hey, I know you just saw this, and this white cop out here," mind you, she's also white. "This white cop out here is saying he can't do a thing, and I think it's because he's racist and she's black." I said, "This cop is not racist. He has."
Yeah. I'm living my life. Y'all always got some weird stuff to say when y'all come in, huh? Like, if you uncomfortable, just say it, man. Hey, man, this subject is uncomfortable to me, but why would it be uncomfortable? Like, why would us, like, or even me doing a video, watching videos on people being racist be uncomfortable to people? That is weird. That's weird to think about. That's weird to think about. Like, why would it be uncomfortable? And like, my life is online. You can go see it and tell me if I got a good life. It's like, you see me laughing, you see the smile on my face. You feel me? You see the smile on my face? I got a good life. Okay? Like, and like, y'all, like, people can say what they want. You can call me what you want, but that's me in your head. That ain't real. That's your illusion, okay? Y'all be hella funny. Y'all be talking about what people ain't got nothing else to do, but you ain't got nothing else to do but to come in here and say what somebody's talking about because you don't like it. Like, you ain't got nothing else to do. Stop it, bro. Just go. All you got to do is be on your way. It's like, dang, like, it's crazy, bro. Like, y'all be weird as hell. Like, you don't see yourself being weird. Like, when the weird stuff happens in your life, you can avoid it. Like, I was always told, man, if you ain't got nothing to say good, man, just don't say nothing. Just be quiet. If you don't like what I'm doing, that's cool. I understand you, but you don't got to be here. Like, it's so easy to go somewhere else, Like, you feel me? Like, you don't got to laugh at me. I ain't seen her this happened to me. These things happened to me. Did they happen to you? It didn't bother you when it happened to you? It wasn't something like you want me to tell you the times it happened to me? Would that help you feel a lot better about the video if I just go, hey, look, this happened to me. This right here happened to me. This happened to me yesterday. This happened to me day before yesterday. I'm just saying, this is life, bro. I didn't make it. I'm just sharing it because it happened to me before. Many a times, on many occasions. All right?
Other different ethnicities that he works with on the exact same force as him, I was like, he's not racist. So then she starts to cuss me out because she's mad that I'm defending the cop. And I'm like, I'm gonna defend the cop because this is private property, and if you were smart, you would know that. If it's private property, they cannot do anything. They have no jurisdiction over it. They can't do anything. So what do you want him to do? And she just starts cussing me out. And then the UPS owner or manager come out and was like, excuse me, ma'am, we all know this here, and you're not going to be disrespectful and talk to her like that, so you can leave. And she just continues to cuss as she's going out the door. And I'm just like, it is 2026. It is time to move on. No one here is racist. We love everybody. We treat everybody with love and care. Like, you're the problem. Do better because you're the problem.
See, I can understand that too, because like it be some of us that be doing shit also, bro, that be just doing stuff, and then we'll throw that we'll try to use that racism card or that racist card to get out of the wrong that we're doing or we having a shitty day. Like, I understand that too. That I can't say that don't happen, because that happens too. To where we'll go, oh, y'all just being racist. And it's like, nah, you just got some shit in your pocket. Give it back. You feel me? So I see it. I see both sides too, which is crazy.
There have been no shortage.
But to act like the other side ain't happening, because it's still people racist in 2026. That's the thing. To act like it's not happening. And it's like, okay, I know it's happening. I acknowledge it, but it's not happening here.
Daytona Beach videos on my FYP lately. And of course I knew that there was going to be calamity because it's normal like that. But I saw a video where officers were talking about charging one black lady with what the damage and trying to, I'm like, how, as many people that were promoting, I mean, it's a well-known thing that not that anybody had promoted, but how do they think that they're going to charge? I hope that falls through. However, this is what I want to talk about. The racist white people that find a way every single time to get into comments like this. Like, y'all don't, you gotta be trolling black people posts. You never pass up an opportunity to jump in, because TikTok, of course, periods look the other way usual when it comes to white people comments. comments that it should be flagging. However, I'm going to talk about it because of that, one of that being the goddamn reasons. But why is it that because y'all damn sure have a lot more fucking events where y'all be out there driving drunk, walking drunk, acting crazy, fighting, unaliving each other, shooting off, doing everything under the sun and moon. And then y'all don't be very quiet, never come with none of that shit when it's your own people. What is the job? Do y'all have a problem with speaking against your own race, but you love to talk about black people as if y'all are perfect? That's what gets me. Like, expend some of that goddamn finger tapping strength and some of that goddamn unfunny damn humor up under y'all people post, and maybe y'all can help enlighten them, because black people don't be listening to y'all. And the fact that they tear y'all asses up when you come in the comments ought to let y'all know that furthermore. But again, shut the fuck up.
We can't, man. Everybody can't. You know, even when we like to be heard as people. I don't know. Is that what it is? You know, like when people come in and they say something, like, you know, that's like off topic, or, you know, or try to, you know, say something that gets you angry or something. Yeah, like they want to be heard, and they want people to, you know, to like that hearing this when they being heard. I don't know, shit. Hey, whoa. I hate when look, this happened to me day before yesterday on 2K. And I said, what the, like, when this happened on Call of Duty and 2K, bro, I never can understand it. I'll be like, man, why y'all gotta be like, we on a video game, playing a video game. Like, it got to the point where I stopped playing 2K online. I don't even like to go to my court sometimes. Like, I stopped playing Call of Duty online at times, because you'll have somebody pop in and just call you the N-word. And you just like, dang, bro, like, who is teaching y'all this shit? Whoa. But I'm going to tell you, right? This is the crazy thing about it, right? No, we not supposed to talk about this shit. But think about it. My son is 12 years old. My son, this has been happening to all my kids since they've been playing the game online. Since they've been playing the game online, to the point to where, you know, when they were younger, I had to turn off their chat. Had to turn it off to where they couldn't hear what people were saying, and they couldn't speak. So now, just like right now, like me talking about it right now, people coming in going, well, why would you be talking? What the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is a video game now. Now, when your child comes up and your child starts playing video games and getting to the video game world playing Roblox, and they start getting called the N-word, and people start being racist against them, like, they not supposed to know that something like that is going to happen? Like, everybody ain't supposed to know this is going on, this is happening? Like, and these are video games. These are kids playing video games, and it's being done. So, yes, if I wouldn't want to, I would feel awkward too. If I was on the other side, or even if I was a person that was going, well, this don't happen. No, I would feel awkward too about this shit. But dang, he at school. I can go bring my son. I can call all my kids. I guarantee you. And I got 6 boys, 5 boys, and 1 girl. I can go. But I guarantee you, my oldest son is 30 years old. My youngest son is 12. And I guarantee you, I can call my oldest son right now and ask him, hey, because he be on the game a lot. Do you experience racism on the video game when you're on chat? I bet you he say yeah. I can call my next age son. My son, he's 24. Hey, do you experience racism on the video game? I bet you he say yeah. I can call my next son. He's 18. Hey, do you experience video game racism? I bet you he say yeah. I can call my other son. He's 16. I can go, hey, do you experience video racism? I bet you he say yeah. and I can bring my 12-year-old in and ask him, have you ever heard somebody being racist towards you on like in the chat as you was playing? I bet you 100% he says yeah. All of them will say yeah. Right now. But, you know, we not supposed to talk about this. I'm a lame for talking about this. I'm goofy for talking about this. I'm a goofy. I'll be goofy then. That's what I'll be. That's how I want you to look at me like that, since that's what you said and that's how you look at it. I'll be that. But this is happening, and I'm telling you, if you don't know, if you got a child that's if you black, you got a kid that's on the video game, go ask them. Go ask them and see what they say, and hear it for yourself.
Right there.
It's hella weird.
That ain't cool, gang. What's wrong with you? It's Black History Month. You out your rabbit ass mind? It definitely was him. Was it? Somebody pick up the guitar and keep playing. Someone's gotta keep playing that shit. Hey, what?
Yeah, he just said that in the middle of the game. In the middle of the game. Ain't that's crazy.
Hey, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do or what to stop doing. That's my daughter, and that's her mom right there. We walk through the store, and I get approached. Only I get approached multiple times. You need help finding anything, sir? You need help? It's fucking Fry's, bro. We're in Fry's. We're in Fry's. Are people not in Fry's often? Like, do they not see this in Fry's often? Like, what the hell? Like, you need help finding something, sir? You need help finding something, sir? Like, it's fucking Fry's, bro. I've been here 1,000 times. I know what I'm looking for. But we know what you're saying when you ask me that. Multiple times. I've been asked that multiple times. It's like, okay. And how exactly am I supposed to respond? Like,
because I could call my girl in here and ask, and she'll tell you how many times we've been followed around Walmart. And we wondering why the hell, why security every time? I'm like, when I went with them, because usually when my girl and my daughter go shopping at Walmart or they go to the store, I usually don't go. I let them go. I'll be the one to go get the stuff out the car. But when I did go, the times I do go, like, I see the security guard, like, everywhere we go. Like, because in San Diego, we got the upstairs, downstairs. We got upstairs, downstairs. So, electronics and all that stuff is upstairs. The other stuff is downstairs. We'll be downstairs. Look to the left. I'm looking at different shit. I see the security guard looking right at me. I'm like going, damn, what the hell? Like, we went upstairs. We looking at stuff. I'm going through the electronics. I look up, the security guard looking at me, same dude. And I look at my girl and I say, man, I said, I feel like he following us. And she said, yeah. She said, they be doing that. She said, I be having so much stuff, they always do that. It's always somebody right there following me or one person that's always following me everywhere I go around the store. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, all these people in the store and, like, y'all pick and choose who y'all gonna follow. And it's like, especially as much as she go there and buy stuff, then we get downstairs and we go through checkout. And this is the thing, right? Because I'm programmed like a lot of y'all. I'm programmed to the point to where when something happens, I'm so used to, hey, show me your pockets, showing my pockets. So when we get downstairs, we're about to go through checkout, and the lady tells us, hey, no, come over here to this checkout. And my girl looked at her and said, no, I'm going right here to self-checkout. And like me, my dumb ass, you feel me? Not, I won't stand up for myself type. That's what it seemed like, because I don't see what's going on. I'll just go over there. But she like, man, nah, fuck what she talking about. We going over here. We going to self-checkout. That's where we was headed to. She like, no, you can come over here. She said, no, I can't. We going right over here. And we went to self-checkout, and I'm like going, dang. And then we did that. The same security guard was standing right at the door. And I'm like going, what the fuck is going, like, but this, see, I'm gonna say it again though. People don't go through this. So, they will feel uncomfortable even talking about this shit because they don't go through this shit.
Like, oh no, I found everything, but after a few times, I'm gonna start spazzing. Like, I'm not in a way that
don't spaz,
shit, but in a way that makes
don't
them
even
look at themselves
spaz,
like,
bro.
Dude, you sound retarded. Like, I have the money to pay for what I'm grabbing. I gave no inclination. I'm with my family. Like, we're not doing a snatch and run. Like, what? I get it, but black people aren't the only people that have been caught stealing in the past. Like, as a matter of fact, studies have shown. Like, we're not even going to get into that, but like I said,
even no use because it's not going to stop it from happening.
It's tired. It's 2026. Like, I don't even know what to say to that. It's just I'm tired of that shit. Hey, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do.
That shit is crazy.
Exigen la deportación de Lady Racista. El video de una mujer insultando con comentarios discriminatorios a un oficial de tránsito en plena Ciudad de México ha encendido las redes sociales. Lo que parecía una simple infracción de tránsito terminó exhibiendo una de las caras más crudas del clasismo y el racismo. La protagonista es Jimena Pichel, actriz, modelo y cantante argentina.
Dang, I would say, what's the name is though? At least that'll be
and let me tell you, baby, you don't even know who I am. I bet you don't have a job next week.
Oh, she true.
Yep. I bet you. We got a Karen.
I don't know about y'all, but they giving very much KKK. Like, y'all, it don't look like the KKK to y'all. I don't know. I can't do nothing from these mother.
Wow. They actually let that thing pull through there. Look at these dudes, though. That is crazy. That is fucking crazy. Kids and everything. But, back in the days when they was hanging people on trees, you feel me? The kids was out there, too. That's what it was. It's like, shit ain't changed. You feel me? They pass that shit on to the kids and let them go live with it also.
Then look at my baby want something, y'all. They passing her up. We'll go to everybody else. Like,
she not close enough.
I don't know about y'all.
That shit, dude. It look weird.
It's 2026 now, and there's people still out there hating on Indians for absolutely no reason. Last night I was pretty upset.
Indians get it too.
I'm not gonna lie, it did get to me. I was on my friend's live. The camera was focused on me for up to 2 minutes. There was around 500 viewers. Within those 2 minutes, I had received around 20 hate comments based on, me being Indian, me looking the way I do.
Yeah, you gonna
the
get
comments
that.
I said were absolutely disgusting. One of the other boys had to mute them the entire time just so the live doesn't get banned.
If
I'm on people's lives presenting my face out there, hate will come from some angle. There's levels to this shit. And there's certain levels that shouldn't be crossed because it shouldn't be a societal norm to be that way to a certain race or ethnicity. I'm not just saying this because I'm Indian and I'm copying it, man. No, if it was anyone else, I would stand up for them as well. We are nice people. If you actually get to know us and get to speak to us, you'll find out we are really warm, just like our climate, and we're hot and spicy, just like the food.
Hey, I think that's one thing that always baffles me is the people that cause like, we as black people, we've been kind of racist towards a couple of people, I ain't gonna deny that, but it's funny when you got, like, you come from a people that are racist, and then you got other people, like, they're being racist towards people, but then people are also being racist towards them, like, at the same time. So it's, like, kind of weird, because it's like, if you already from a background that people are being racist against, why would you put that back out towards anybody else? Like, you should know how it feels for people to be that way towards you and how it makes you feel. Like, you should know how, because it like, people was racist towards you. So it's like, why would you emulate that and put that back out to somebody else and be racist towards another group yourself? Like, it's kind of weird. Like, even when we do it, it's like kind of weird. It's like, why would we do that?
Yeah, you do. License plate tabs. These are mine from a year ago.
when I decided to start an experiment to see how long I, as a white dude, could drive around without them and not get pulled over.
Wow.
Last year, working all the way across town 5 days a week, driving through 4 or 5 different police jurisdictions, I was never stopped or questioned once. But please do keep telling us that there's no racial or class bias in policing. I bet if I started riding my bike around with a gun on me, nobody would call. But in the past couple of years, GRPD has killed on 2 out of 3 calls for simply being black and having a firearm, supposedly
2 out of 3 calls,
where that in itself is not illegal. Speaking of racism, let's talk about dogs.
What the hell you got pulled over? Hey, I'm gonna tell you, right, when I was in Fresno, like when I lived in Fresno, like I always got racially profiled. It didn't matter because, you know, probably because the cars I was driving, you know, like always having a newer car. I don't know what it was, but I always got profiled and pulled over. And like I said, like, but in San Diego, I've never been pulled over. I'm not saying it can't happen, but in San Diego, I've never been stopped by the police, not once. I can say that, never. I didn't, you know, experience racism here of people, you know, I had a couple people call me out my name, Indian people and like some others. But I'm saying I've never been pulled over by the police. I never had problems with the police out here. But in Fresno, oh my God, bro, it's different. You get pulled over, it's like, you know, it ain't your sit in the car and give me your license and let me get your registration and your insurance. No, it's get out the car, spread them, search you, search your car, search everything. They don't even ask you for any identification, no paperwork or nothing. If you ain't got nothing on you, they let you go. And it's like, wait, hold on, like, what did you pull me over for? It don't even matter. It don't even matter. I stopped you, you know, period, and I had to see if you had any drugs. Because that's the first thing they ask you. You got any drugs or guns? And it's like, no, I don't. They still pull you out the car, search you, pat you all the way down, search your car. And like, you don't say, when they say, if they ask, can I search your car? It's like, you might as well say, yeah, because they going to figure out a way to search your car. That, like, white people can say no. Some people can say no and probably get away with it. Us, like, nah, you ain't no. You mean no? Oh, now we gonna get the dog out here. We're gonna get this out here. We're gonna do this. We gonna find a way. Whether we say your car smell like weed, we gonna find some type of way to be able to search that car. So it's like, I always be like, yeah, go ahead. I know ain't nothing in there anyway, but it's like, it's just hella weird.
As a white guy from the South, I gotta say that when I see a black man running away having dogs sicked on them, it's reminiscent of the plantations of the old South with an E. Delbert, release the hounds, that boy's running. I concur with those who've called for drastic change in the dog policy at GRPD. I also join with those who are very tired of listening to a group who doesn't even rank among the top 15 to 20 most dangerous professions bellyache about how they supposedly feared for their lives while nestled snug in their body armor. Mayor, you urged people last night to have ideas rather than just complaining. But ideas are always rebuked by cops as a coddled class hiding behind endless excuses, red tape, assorted jingoistic mythos, and an endless pecker-measuring machismo.
Hey, if people of color and like other people, you know, if we got ancestral trauma, right, from certain things that happen over time, would it be called if you was like the aggressor in a lot of the situations? What would that be called? Like, what kind of trauma would that be? Would it even be a trauma, or would it be like more like a feeling like you better than, or feeling like, you know, you higher than the other people or the other race? Oh, that's what dude said. Hold on, it's gonna come to me.
Look, David, I get it. You're insulted and maybe a little butthurt that people like me will come up here.
Superior. Dang. I wonder if you got ancestral superiorism within you or something.
And get on you about your promises. I saw the Facebook unfriending. I read the cold, stoic handshake a couple of weeks ago. But you're the one that promised to take on policing as an issue in your campaign, and that we shouldn't be arresting people all the time for every little thing. And then you went and made a video carrying water for exactly that.
Man.
Nobody's trying to belittle progress on stuff like financial disclosures, but I can guarantee you that has never saved a life. And imagine how much faster you could move if you stopped caring about wealthy puppet masters and feelings and egos in this building. Besides, until...
Yeah, no, I'm obviously gifted. I think you're right about that. Nothing ever just went away. It's like they just evolved, right? Like, I feel like they changed their names and they evolved. I feel that same way, bro. I feel like none of it ever went away. It just evolved, like us. Like, you know, like people never went away. They just evolved into what they are today. And that's what everything else did. The evolution of racism is just, you know, it's the same thing, but it just changed the names and the way it go about presenting itself. But it's still there.
Financial disclosure for all those appointees is a thing. This is nothing but political theater. So I reiterate my question from last night that you dodged about your personal political capital. You're unique. You can push back. You're better equipped than any prior mayor to throw some elbows. What keeps you from flexing? Make it make sense. Tonight, I'm not staying for whatever gaslighting emptiness comes off the dais. I'm making room for somebody else to come upstairs here to this podium. This has already done enough for my mental health, and it's only a freaking Tuesday.
I'm going to be the one to say, if you don't want to pray next to your sisters in the masjid, stay at home. Guys, I just got out of Jumu'ah prayer, had to get me my coffee, boom. Okay, so tell me why I walk inside the masjid and nobody is praying shoulder to shoulder. The sister side, people are on this side and the other people are on the other side. What happened to when the Prophet Muhammad said we have to pray shoulder to shoulder? So I go and pray on the side with the most amount of people. And after Salah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless her, but this African American Muslima, she spoke up. She was talking to one of the masjid ladies and she said, this is not okay. We come to Jumu'ah. What is Jumu'ah? Jumu'ah means you pray together. Jama'ah. It comes from that root word. She was telling the lady, like, this is not okay. We should be praying shoulder to shoulder. Why are people praying on the other side of the masjid? Speaking about prayer, you guys, I recently stumbled upon this prayer app called Just Pray. It has this really cool chat. You want to pray next to others. In a masjid, excuse me, black, white, rich, poor. That's what Islam is about. We're all supposed to be praying shoulder to shoulder, side by side. What do you mean? Because we're from different cultures, you're not supposed to pray next to me. That is the age of Jahiliyyah. That's the ignorance of racism. You leave that outside the door when you come to Islam. When you come to Islam, there is no people are from different cultures, so they pray differently. The Prophet Muhammad is all of us as prophet. What did he tell us? Pray shoulder to shoulder. Pray next to each other, not on the other side of the wall. Like, what is going on? Why are we dividing each other by cultures under Islam? We all pray together regardless of what culture we're in. And at the sisters masjid too, you guys are just fueling the narrative that we should just stay at home at this point. Because what do you mean you leave the house and you don't want to pray next to somebody else? Just stay at home. I'm so sorry, sisters. Please, I'm going to be the one to say, if you don't want to pray next to your sisters in the masjid, stay at home.
At first I thought she was telling the other sisters that they don't want to pray next to stay at home. Because I'm like going, like, why would it even be happening in the place of worship? Like I don't know. That's kind of weird, even right there. Like y'all gonna even create separation inside a place of worship, like to where we're worshiping. Like, this is a godly place. Is that what God wants? Like, is it? Like, I don't get that one. That happens with the Muslims. Like, it's like a separation like that, like the American Muslim, with the Muslims over there. Like, I didn't know it was like a separated thing. Thought it was all the same. Well, but no, it makes sense. The Somalis and yeah.
Every single one of us who look like me, who are watching this video, we are racist. And let me explain what I mean by that, because if you would have
Break
told
it
me that a
down.
few years ago, I would have come out of my corner swinging saying, no way, I am not. I have worked in the criminal justice system for decades, and I've seen the systemic racism there and fought against it. I have biracial children, and I have seen the way the world looks at my children who are of a minority race versus my children who look like me. And I would have said, no way. But here is the thing. The more I learn, the more I realize just how much I don't know. Because there are two types of racism. There's the kind of racism that comes from the hate in your heart, and I don't have that. I never have, and I suspect very many of you don't have it either. But there is another kind of racism that comes from ignorance, and that abounds in my life. Even me, who thought that I knew a lot about seeing systemic racism. But here's what I've learned. The more I learn, the more I realize how unintentionally racist I have been.
Dang. Hey, let's see what was going to say. He said, everything are stories from the past to keep us divided. Imagine we only spoke about building futures, focusing on tomorrow, not racist stories. Then you'll be lying to yourself, right? Like, so what you saying is, let's create a reality where this isn't happening, where we believe it's not happening. So when it's happening to people, let's act like it's not happening. Like, almost like, no, we have to confront it. Like that's going to be an illusion. If we is that what we doing? We creating an illusion where things are not happening now. So I'm going to live over here. And that's what I did, bro. From diving in on psychedelics for the last 5-6 years, I lived in that reality already. I already did that. I did it for 6 years. And my cousin told me, he said, dang, he said, you act like you running from what's happening. And it's like, no, I'm just creating a reality where it's not happening. So when it's happening to somebody, I'll downplay it and make it seem like it's not happening to them. When in reality, it's happening. So what? So what I'm doing, I'm lying to myself. So now I'm going to live my life like you already live your life as a lie. Now you're going to lie, take it even further and say this thing is not happening. We're just going to kumbaya and we're going to act like it's not happening. Because if we all just focus on this, which I can understand us trying to focus on that, it's not going to stop this from happening. All we're going to do is we're going to put our focus away from what's going on. And then we're going to try to create something that's not going on, meaning it's not going to be real. This is real right here. This is real. This is happening. I lived in that kumbaya space for a long time. And then, the only thing I seen of living in the kumbaya space for the whole time is people take advantage of you. Like it's easier for people to get over on you. Like you seem, it's like you almost I told you, it's like when the lion's running down there and all the buffaloes start running, who do they go after? They go after the slowest one, the sickest one. So you actually kind of turn into the prey because people want people like that. You're like the kumbaya people, like these are the ones that they take advantage of. These are the people that are easily played because they think everything's supposed to be good. I told you about the story about the lady who mother got unalived by a dude. The dude went to jail, right? The daughter forgave him and said, I forgive him. So he got out of jail from doing his time, and the daughter said, I'm going to hire you because I forgave you for what you did to my mother. And she let him work right back in the same place where he was working when he unalived her mother. And you know what he did? He unalived her. Also, he took her life because she wanted to be the bigger person and act like he wasn't evil or act like he was, he could have changed. And I'm not saying people can't change. But why put yourself in a place for that? To even in a place to where, okay, this person did this now, I'm gonna accept your change. Then you're gonna turn around and do the same thing again. Nah.
So I know we've been seeing this circulate, but let me cook. I work for a marketing agency. I already know how all this works. When I tell you 100 people saw this before we ever got the chance to see it, I can guarantee it. With a multi-billion-dollar company like Nike that outsourced, this was outsourced, right? This is why this is not posted on Nike's page. This is why this is posted on Studio Sophie Hospice's page, because they're the brand agency that was paid to come up with the brand concept or the creative design for the ad campaign. Does that make sense? Either way it goes,
that's wild.
Nike had to see this before they posted this shit. And I think what ended up happening was Nike was like, we don't know if we're going to be able to get away with this. Y'all post it first. Y'all do it. Y'all post it. We'll be watching. Let us know. Keep us posted. Keep us updated. This is bullshit. And see, some of y'all are the people that Harriet Tubman would have never been able to save. Some of y'all are going to be cool with this. Some of y'all are still going to wear Nikes. This is them testing y'all. I'm not going to be wearing Nikes because I don't agree with this. And I know for a fact that Nike saw this before Studio Sophie Hospice. Studio Sophie Hospice is based in Sweden, yes, but they make $3 million in revenue for a reason.
Dang.
Nike had to cut a check for them to play around with this concept. They're not doing that shit for free. They don't have to. They got enough clientele now to where they busy. They got work to do. I need a statement from Nike about this. I don't know about y'all, but I need to hear from Nike as to why they thought this was even okay. If they throw Studio Sophie Hospice under the bus, I don't even care. Point is, y'all need to say something. I know y'all know we mad about this. I've seen 2 videos about it already on my timeline.
It's crazy because like when I first seen this, the thing that came to mind was the frats. And you know how they put that, you know, that burn stamp on their arm. I wasn't even thinking about this till I seen this right here. Then I'm like, oh, okay, that's wild. That's wild.
This is bullshit. But see, this is what I'm talking about when I talk about anti-racism. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about anti-racism. You sat in rooms. I guarantee the person who made the decision to say, yeah, we love this ad campaign wasn't black. But the people who are non-black are sitting in rooms thinking that this shit is okay. Instead of speaking up and saying, hey, too far, not gonna do it, not gonna be able to do it.
Oh, dang,
that's my issue. Y'all don't do that enough. And then we have stuff like this, where we have to advocate for ourselves and do a whole boycott. It shouldn't even get to this, because y'all shouldn't even play out in our face like this. You know damn well that this was gonna be the first thing that we thought about when we saw this. This was a real man. This ain't makeup. This was an enslaved black man.
Dang.
Why would y'all even want us to think of this when we see y'all brand? When we see the brand?
I ain't just thinking of that like no pain medication. No, none of that. Like and having to heal from this right here, that is crazy. But that's the trauma we carry. A lot of us carry that trauma still today.
What are we, slaves? Slaves to the culture of Nike brand? Like what are you going with here? I need an explanation, and I need it by end of the day today.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know about that one. You know, that's Nike. Dang. But when you compare it to that, I could see that. But then still, though, like I don't know. I was seeing, like I said, I was seeing the frats and how they burn themselves, they emblems on themselves. That's how, let's see, who cares? When Kanye spoke against racism, y'all turned on him, but y'all won't turn on Nike. I bet 10K on that, huh? I bet you a lot of the hell no, they ain't gonna turn on Nike. But you see what we did to Troop back in the days? We canceled Troop fast. Back in the days when Troop, and it wasn't no internet or nothing like this back then. When that shit came out on Troop, oh yeah, how they go raid a whole nother nest and they kill everybody in the nest and they take all the eggs back to their nest and then they raise them. They, you know, once they hatch and everything, they turn them into workers. They become their slaves. Ants do that. So I'm going to tell you like this, right? If you really pay attention to it, Like what we do as humans, I guarantee you can. There's an animal or an insect species that you can relate it to that does the same thing, that does that same thing. And we know ants do that. Ants do that. Colonies of ants fight other colonies of ants. Like they raid colonies of ants. You got bees that raid colonies of ants. You got animals that just do this thing. You like, you see the war that goes on between the lions and the cheetahs and the hyenas. Like the lions will go over there and just smack all the cheetah babies, and he won't eat them. He'll just unalive all of them and just leave. Like, I don't know. It's a nature thing. And people don't like to hear that because they think nature is something different. But it's like, no, it's a nature thing. Like you got trees, you got plants, vines that attack trees and will drain the tree of all its nutrients until the tree dies. You got mycelium that can feed a whole forest. That'll be giving nutrients to one tree, and a new tree will begin to grow, and they'll feel like, okay, dang, they'll stop giving nutrients to this tree over here and start giving it to this tree. But this is reality. Like, I hate to say it. This is lions running packs, right? And now we're talking about lions. They're all lions, but each one have their own pack, their own pride, and they don't get along. Chimpanzees, gorillas, any kind of animal, they have their own packs. And if another pack of them come over and try to infiltrate, like they try to take it from each other, they be fighting over it. Humans do the same thing. And it's weird, but it's not just people. It's insects. It's animals. It's trees. Down to the smallest organism. I know you didn't watch, stuff under microscopes, and you watch all these little things swimming around under a microscope. Some of them big, some of them small. Some of the big ones eating the smaller ones. This is something that just goes on, bro. This is life right here. You heard what dude said. He said it was 4 people on the planet, and Cain killed one of them. 4 people on the planet, and Cain killed one, leaving 3. Well, yeah, but then if that was the case, how did he marry his sister? I don't know. That story is kind of interesting, like when you start thinking about it, because it's like, wait, it was a lot just left out, I think. But still, though, like, Cain smacked Abel. I like every time something happens or something happened to somebody, I always bring that. I used to bring that up all the time. Even with my mom, I'll be like, well, Cain smacked Abel, though. Like, that's what happens. You feel me? No, I don't want to do the shaman style. Yeah, I was going today though, I'm gonna go over some experiences though, Velvet, because like that's the one thing that I don't talk about as much no more because I've been so busy just kind of living. I ain't been diving in as much as I used to. I still like talking about it, but it's like it's so much going on. It's like, when I talk about that, people still don't understand it. It's like they get it, but they don't get it at the same time. So it's like, but this right here, I don't want to act like all this other stuff ain't going on. Like I don't want to get stuck in the psychedelic realm of life no more to where I'm not seeing all this other stuff going on. Cause like when we talking about this stuff, everybody out there, y'all look at it as good and bad. I hate to say it, I don't. I don't look at things as good and bad no more because everything just is. And like when you start understanding the real truth about good and bad, you don't look at life as being that because you start seeing that you yourself become the creator of what's good and what's bad. But when you do that, it creates a world in each thing that you look at bad, it creates a world of distress focusing on that thing. to where many other different things become bad in itself. It's like, we create our own demons as we go along. And then what do? Like, as we're creating our own demons, like, we start running around and we start trying to fix the world. And like, that's why you always, like, you hear a lot of people go, well, what are we going to do about it? What the fuck you mean we going to do about it? We going to do what we've been doing. There's nothing you can do. This is what it is. So there's nothing you think you're going to be able to change. You're not going to be able to change. It might seem like to you, it's going to seem like a change, but it's still happening everywhere. But to you, you're going to make it seem like you changed some shit. Like, this is what we do. Like, we be turning to Jesus and run around and try to fix everything. And it's like, it's impossible. Once we create something within reality, it becomes alive. Once we create hate, it becomes alive. It's a living entity now. Love is its own living entity itself. All these things become living entities, and they live within us, and they fluctuate through us as we going through life, to where we start thinking we are the feelings and we are the emotions and the things that are happening, and we're not. We're just experiencing them. We're just watching them and experiencing them. We're not those things, but we accepted that we are. And it's like, I ain't gonna talk about that right now, bro. I ain't gonna break that shit down for y'all. Cause everything I do, bro, I do for a reason. I don't be making videos cause I don't hate nobody. Never did. I don't hate nobody. It's the last thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, if I'm showing something that's going on in the world, it's going on in the world. It ain't me doing it. This is what's going on. I didn't create this shit. I'm here with you watching it just like you. I'm here with you watching it. I'm not telling you to go out and hate nobody, go destroy nobody, go step on somebody, go beat somebody up. I ain't telling nobody that. You feel me? Like, you supposed to treat people how you want to be treated. And like, I never could understand that anyway, because everybody walk around like they need somebody to tell them how to feel about life, how to go about life, how to look at life. Like, if you need all that, like, you just need your parents again. You need a parent. You feel me? Like, if somebody got to tell you and teach you what's wrong from right, how to be in a relationship, like, people got to teach you how you look at men and women. People got to teach you about spirituality. People got to teach you all these damn things. And then you learn it, and then you start doing it the way they do it. And just because you do it the way they do it, you feel like you right in the situation. Which I always say this, bro. Who is that saying you right anyway? Oh, yeah, that's you. Who is that telling you that somebody else is wrong? Oh, yeah, that's you. As you going, you creating the shit, but you blaming it on, well, we'll blame it on everybody else, but we creating it as we go. Life is weird as hell. Life is weird as hell. But on that note, I'm just saying, that's the end note. That's the end note of the video of me saying I'm about to be out of here. But I want to go over some like in an hour or so. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do like, cause I want to go over some mushroom videos. The reason I want to go over it because it's always fascinating to me when people take dives and they become one with everything and seeing everything as one thing. It's certain things that happen within the experience, like the ego death and different things that happen that just change the way you view life and the way you look at life and the way you even go about life. Like, you get a bigger respect for just life in general. And you be able to start looking at it from the full picture and not just looking at it from the eyes that you created to look at it through. Because you got to understand, even the way that you look at shit, bro, the way that you look at things, like, you created that along the way. As you were going, from you saying yes and no to the things that you believe and you accept, you was already creating the journey of where you at now and how you perceive life to be and how things to be. Like, that's the crazy thing. And when you looking at it through your eyes, you got to understand you're looking at it through the perspective of what you already look at yourself. So, like, when I was looking at life, I always looked at life through the eyes of a black man. You feel me? I never looked at the whole thing. I couldn't look at it from the whole because I was stuck in the box of looking at it from what I look at myself to be. So that's the only way I was able to visualize the world. And it's like, dang, after a while, you begin to get smart. You can change that, though, to where you can not just look at it from the way you look at it, but you can observe it from the people you talking to or somebody you in contact with or from other people. Because once you understand the way you look at it, you'll better begin to understand how everybody else look at it, you know? And it's a beautiful thing. Let me just say that. It's a beautiful thing about life is we live it forward, but it only makes sense backwards. Hey, you know what's crazy though, bro? I had a mushroom trip I had did to where it seemed like life was going backwards. I need to find that shit. I need to find it because it seemed like life was going backwards and it wasn't going forward. Like we looked at it as going forward, but it was like being lived backwards. It was like the craziest thing ever. Let's see. Beings negativity, positive brings positivity. But okay, like okay, I can understand you saying that, like how you say negative brings negativity, positive brings positivity. But even like the negative positive thing, like that's something that we're making because everybody's positive gonna be different than everybody's, you know, everybody's positive gonna be different, right? So I might think this is positive over here, and then you look at it and it might be negative to you. Like when I first started this video, a lot of people were saying that, you know, it was a negative thing, but they didn't, you know, I'm looking at it as a positive thing, but or even that thing that we got is mixed up, is what I'm saying. That's mixed up. That thing is the positivity, negativity thing is mixed up. Ours is mixed up. You feel me? Because like right now, right? Okay, let me say it like this. Remember on it was the one movie where dude was like he was a delivery driver. It had Mike Epps, right? The movie with Mike Epps, I forgot. It was the package movie, but remember they got the package in the mail, and when they opened it up, it was hella bricks of cocaine in there. What did Mike Epps say? He said, man, God must have sent this to us. He said, yeah, after this, I'm changing my life. So we'll take coming up on a gang of pounds of dope as being something positive. Like when I was in the hood and like I was going and I was doing licks and I was like into that lifestyle, every time I came up, next day air, every time I came up, it was positive to me, even though I was negatively taking it from somebody. To me, it was still positive because I fluctuated off of it. So it's like, that's another thing I think that we kind of get mixed up, because it was a time I had my positive mixed up with my negative because I was hurting people. And then, man, perspective. In the beginning, everything was normal. You think so? You think so? You think in the beginning? I think the stories that we have of the beginning, we make it out to be normal. But then when we like have history of the cavemen and stuff like that, it's like, nah, you feel me? I think the stories normalize everything, you know, and we look at a lot of the stories as like history. So the stories normalize what happened. They normalize everything. Cause like when you hear people read the Bible, like you'll hear people read the Bible, right? And you'll go, okay, well, the Israelites, they went into a whole city. They destroyed they unalived all the people in the city, and they kept the women of age, the girls, I ain't gonna say women, the girls that was of age for themselves that they want to take. Everybody else they unalived. You know what we'll say? We'll say, well, God told them to do that. It's like, wait, hold on. So that's what we believe. We believe, okay, we'll look at the Bible and we'll see the Israelites go and do all these different things. They killed off nations after nation after nation after nation. Over what? Over land. It was a land grab. But then we'll say it was okay because God told them to do it. Like, we'll make it okay. We'll justify a lot of things that happen in this book that's giving us evidence of how people were, but we'll justify it. So, like, it's kind of weird. He said, nah, the devil said that. You have to even see, I'm gonna tell you all these things. You have to go and do your etymology work, even on the devil. Because the devil is not even the same. The devil is like, that's why I look at the devil as even being an illusion in itself, because it's not, the devil is not the same as it was when it started off. That thing even changed. Like, all these things changed and became what they are today. They not what they was back in the days. Okay, look, I'm gonna show you this right here, because I was tripping off this, right? Let me show you something I was tripping off of, because like I was like tripping off the cross, right? And wondering, like, dang, wait, the cross. And I'm going like, I'm wondering like how the cross, because I remember, like, you go to Jehovah's Witness, they say Jesus was killed on the stake. You go to the Christians, they say that that it was a cross. And then when you go and you actually look it up, you see that, the Christians, they didn't even, back in the days, they like, the cross used to be evil, but over time they mixed it back in and they turned it into what it is today. Because I don't care what it don't matter what it is that you like, what faith you believe in, it evolved over time. It started from one thing and then it changed into what it is today over time. But the cross thing just kind of threw me off. Well, I'm trying to see if I can. Oh, okay, here we go, right here. Make sure I can find it and show you what the cross, the first crosses actually look like. And it's wild because they use them in certain ways today that you would see them in places and you wouldn't even know that that's what that thing was. Like, they in certain places they used it. So oh dang, let me switch this up. Hold on, give me a second. Let me put this over here and just show you what the cross look now. Like, the how it changed, it evolved. Like, cause this, I was trying to find out, the Ankh symbol and then the cross, and then but they rebranded, they shaped it, and like let me see, where is it at? The first ones, they were like more like this. They were more like this. They was like totally different than what they are now. And that's what just had me tripping out. They was more like this. They was more like the circle with just the plus sign. And then this is like one of the oldest depictions right here of the cross. This is the oldest depiction. Where do you see this at? You see this on like railroad crossings and different things of that nature. But this was the oldest depiction, one of the oldest depictions of the cross. Now, what it is today is nothing like this. It's nothing like this. Oh, dang, it's a native medicine wheel. Yeah, you know what it remind me of too, of the of something that the dang, what was they names called in Mexico? The Incas or one of them that had the sundial. They had the sundial. Like, it's like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, when you do your research on these things, you see the evolution of them. You see the evolution of, like, it don't matter what belief system it is or what system we have, because I try to explain it like starting from a seed, religion starting from a seed and then growing, and then that seed growing into a tree that has many branches, and those branches have many leaves, and those branches have many different fruit. Yeah, the Aztecs, the Incas, but they have many different fruits. So once they grew off, they became all these different things. They flourished like a tree. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter how your worship was or where it was coming from. They were all coming from the same tree. And, like all these religions come from the first belief system that started off that was a belief system. And they all branched off because as we went on and we conquered other places and we went to other places, we integrated their belief system into ours. Because if we took the people, we couldn't just take the people and then half the time like really take them away from their religion or their belief. No, we integrated it into the ones that we had because we learned them. So once we learned them, we said, "Oh shoot, you feel me? Wait, this is different. It's kind of cool. Let's find out a way, since they all the people are mixed together. Find out a way to put them together and make them into one." So we took different parts of each religion as we went, different belief system we took, and we integrated into the next one. And then when we got to all the best parts, we took it and we integrated, and we came up. We got what we got now, and there's many different ones right now. But I'm just saying, go look. You ever study Gnostic? You know what's crazy, right? When I first started like diving in on DMT, right? And like the things that I was learning from diving in on the DMT before I even got to mushrooms, that's what they said I was speaking. Like I was speaking gnosis. So when I started looking up the Gnostics, I was like, dang, this is like, I'm like in my head, I'm going, this is like crazy, because how can I dive in on this plant medicine and I can learn this understanding. And then when I come and talk, I'm speaking this understanding that I never read before. That's what I used to ask myself. And then I'll make stories on my experience that I had on like mushrooms or DMT, and people would tell me, hey, you need to go and look up Gnosis or Gnosis of the Gnostics. And I started looking at it, and it was exactly what I was seeing when I was on my psychedelic experience. And then like every time, like I think that was the beautiful part of my journey, is me explaining my experience and the people out there, like, because a lot of y'all don't understand how smart, intelligent, and how intelligent you are. Like, you look at other people as being intelligent, but you, like the people, y'all be more intelligent than most of the scholars that we know. So it's like I'm diving in and I'm seeing these things, and I'm coming and I'm just explaining of what I'm seeing, and people are telling you need to go look into this. And then the Tao Jing, I still don't know how to say it. You feel me? The book of the book of Thoth. Somebody just said the other one, another one. Like I started looking into it, and then I started seeing that's what I was seeing on my experiences. And I think that was like kind of amazing, bro. That shit was hella amazing. You ain't exclusive, and God has other projects. Oh, I never said I was exclusive, but your name calling don't hurt me. You can say all you want. That shit don't be meaning nothing. You ain't exclusive either. I'm not saying I'm exclusive. I'm like everybody else. That's the thing I'm trying to say. I'm telling you, I was just telling you, you was obviously gifted, but I guess you ain't. You feel me? You just obviously jealous or hateful or something. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, bro, I wasn't gonna go bad, but I was gonna say, God damn, like, wait, hold on. I ain't trying to make it seem like I'm gifted. I'm just saying we all got this gift. I ain't reading y'all chat no more. Hey, but we all got this. This is the thing that because I feel like we have a problem of putting people above us and what we are and who we are. Like that was my problem living life, is I was putting people above what I was. And like we all standing on the same ground. Nobody is bigger or better than anybody when it comes to the mind. Everybody's sharing the same mind. And once you put somebody above you, it just kind of lowers your standards, lowers who you is. Like, even if you like, and all we do when we listen to people is they're just saying what we already was thinking. They're like if we even go to like this, or if we even go to like some of our biggest people that we listen to, our spiritual leaders, they saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's like how much do you have to say it for it to be understood? Like, cause you already know it. That's why you watching them and you listening. Like you read, everybody, most of us read the books. We seen it. We already know it. How come the world ain't good yet? Oh, dang. Oh, okay. Wait. No, okay. I got to go, though. My son hit me. My son hit me. Golly, I forgot his prom coming up. I got to send him money to get his stuff for prom. So, yeah, I'm going to do a whole nother live tour. We just going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. I'm going to come back in a little bit. I'm going to take a little break. And then, yeah, and then I'll come back and then, like, I'll just make the live about talking about this stuff. Talking about the spirituality and all that to where we'll dive into it deeper. Because, like, this right here, I don't need to even read nothing. I don't need to grab nothing. I don't need to go over those notes. I can talk about this shit all day. I've had so many experiences in the psychedelic realms. I could talk about this shit for hours. And back in the days, we used to do it for like 5-6 hours. But when I come back, though, if we talking about this, I open it up so other people can come in because I don't like to just talk by myself. I can. It's easy. But at the same time, I like to have full-blown conversations. So I'm going to like open it up to where people can come in. And then